In this video, we'll show you how to assemble the new Bionic Runner Predator. Start by opening the top of the box and be careful of the sharp staples. The parts packet and tools will be located at either the top or bottom of the box. Find it and move it off to the side for now. Remove the front wheel and place it to the side as well. Lower the box onto the ground and gently slide out the partially assembled Predator bike. Carefully stand up the Predator and start with the handlebar assembly. Use the Allen wrench and loosen the stem bolt. Remove the bolt and the stem cap. Place the collar of the handlebar on the stem and replace the stem cap with the stem bolt using the Allen wrench to tighten completely. Locate the two stem collar bolts and tighten using the Allen wrench. At this point, make sure the handlebars are adjusted correctly before tightening completely. Adjust the height of the handlebars by pushing the lever and pulling up on the stem. Then tighten the cam lock. With the assistance of another person, lift up the front of the Predator and rest the forks on the front wheel axle. If you do this by yourself using the kickstand, make sure not to misalign the front wheel. Hand tighten and close the cam lock. Find the crank axle from the parts packet and match the sticker on the crank arm and the crank axle. Tighten in the direction of the arrows and leave the end cap, screw, and lock washers in place for now. Use the wrench and tighten completely. Get the roller from the parts packet and remove the screw with the two lock washers. Place the roller on the inside of the stirrup arm. Screw the bolt with the lock washers and hand tighten for now. This will make it easier to get the stirrup on the crank axle. Remove the end cap, screw, and two lock washers from the crank axle. Keep this assembly intact for now. Take the stirrup and slide the rollers onto the track. Line up the other end of the stirrup over the crank axle and press together. If it doesn't slide on at first, that's okay. Do a hard turn of the crank and it will slide on. Take the end cap from before and insert it into the stirrup arm. Use the hex wrench and the crescent wrench provided in the parts packet and tighten completely. Tighten the roller assembly using the same hex wrench and the smaller end of the crescent wrench. Tighten completely. Assemble the stirrup on the other side using the same steps. The axle with the green sticker goes on the right and screws in clockwise or to the right. Tighten completely. Use the hex wrench to make sure the bolt on the left crank arm is securely tightened. Locate the pedal with an R on the pedal axle and install this on the right side of the Bionic Runner. Use a 15mm crescent wrench and tighten in the clockwise direction. Next, locate the pedal with an L on the pedal axle and install on the left stirrup arm. Use the 15mm crescent wrench to tighten in the counterclockwise direction. Use a torque wrench set to 40 Nm or the equivalent 29.5 foot-pounds to tighten the pedals correctly. Next, fasten the bungees by looping it over the stirrup arm and around the red pedal tab and bungee ends. Inflate the tires to no more than 45 psi. Check that all connections, fenders, reflectors, and pedals are secured tightly. Congratulations on your new Predator. Enjoy!